All right. Um, I wasn't going to have a live today, but something told me to make a quick live. I want to show this video. I want you to hear this chief talking. But before anything, I want to give thanks to the great mother. Let's say it right. I want to give thanks to the primordial great cosmic mother. All of the all of the ancestral spirits of creation, all of the angels and archangels. I want to give thanks to all of you. I want to say, please bring protection and guidance for us to protect and guide us away from those that claim to be righteous but are actually unrighteous. And please bring forth nothing but truth and also the positive energy of divinity to all of us that are striving for righteousness. I want to say thank you for another day of waking up to see the sunlight, to another day of breathing again, to another day of your precious love and guidance. O great mother, ancestral spirits, archangels and angels, ancestors themselves, thank all of you for this day and every day to strive for the best ways of going through our ways of being human beings that are actually spiritual beings living a human experience. And we want to say, please keep on watching over us and protecting us, the ones that are striving for righteousness. For we are your children and we are connected to you. Thank you for listening. Ashe Aya Bobo. So I decided to do a live real quick. And where I'm at with this, I said I'm putting a disclaimer out there right now. All the videos, all of the information that I'm about to present for fair use for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. So please keep this in mind. All right. I'm about to show y'all. This is the chief of the Yamasi. Shout out to him. I can't pronounce his name, but I have nothing but love and respect for this man. And I want y'all to hear him carefully on what he's talking about. Okay.
Was evidence, right? First, it was I wasn't who I said I was, proving that wrong, and the historians helped prove that wrong, right? And genealogists. Then it was we're being sued in federal court because we're pretending to be something we aren't, or representing a tribe that don't exist. Never happened. Then it was, well, you guys don't have archaeologists to prove who you were. Where's the archaeological proof? Where's the genealogy? Where's the historical proof? Then we proved that wrong as well, and we showed the historians, the archaeologists, and genealogists. Then it was DNA. DNA. What about your DNA? So then we proved that their DNA was linked to European DNA. Everybody gets quiet. Along with proving that our DNA is tied into the Maya through the sickle cell gene, right? Because they said, and I quote, that the sickle cell gene was uniquely identifiable to people of color. And that is what they found in the bones of the Mayans. But then they try to double up one. It was like, well, you have no congressional, no Senate support. No one in Congress or no one in the senators know you. And then we proved that wrong by showing pictures and videos of our support by our representatives. And then was lastly, well, they're not federally recognized. They're not federally recognized, so they're not a real tribe because they're not federally recognized. However, once we pulled out the book identifying the Yamasi Indian tribe that still exists, and the historians, the greatest in the world, by the way, proving that we do exist and that we are directly tied to those Yamasi. one of the criterion for federal recognition is having historical evidence by historians, genealogists, anthropologists, archaeologists supporting your claim, just one of many, and to show a continual existence of sovereignty, autonomy, and self-governing. And we have that as well, and prove it. So now what? Now what? And everything that I just said to you guys, you can go in my TikTok page, you can go on my Instagram page, and you can pull the receipts that I constantly bring, right? And prove, or not even prove, see it for yourself, and then look it up and find it for yourself, right? But now what? Now that we've proven that this was not a myth or a fabrication of people of color's mind, that we're not wannabes or wannabes or pretendians. Now that all of the dots and T's have been crossed, and they keep trying to bring the threshold and bring the line up, because now it is, well, okay, so y'all may be native, but you're mixed. However you want to sway the words, what's next for our people? You have no more to prove to them. You have nothing more to prove to them. However, what you have to stop doing now is in-house fighting and bickering. I want you to remember one of the most important parts of history. It was disunity. It was fighting. It was separation. Red stick, white stick, war. They did not beat us. We beat ourselves through separation. We beat ourselves. Are you going to let that happen again? Because I promise you, this will be the only time that we get a chance to truly unite as family, once again, under a single confederacy. And let me say right now, when I say that word confederacy, don't go out here and start making up subgroups and bullshit that y'all are doing and create more division. And stop selling people identities that they have not proven that belong to them, or to try to make them feel good. Okay? Allow people to do it the right way so they feel a sense of pride in who they are, what they are, knowing that they are attached to a tribe. Now back to what I was saying. Now it's time for us to unify. Now it's time for us to come together and prove that a system that was never designed for success never had a chance to succeed. And that the only success that we need is each other. The only way we shall succeed is with each other. Not as just one ethnic background, but us as a whole. No matter what our skin tone, complexion, or color is. What is coming, guys, what is coming? We will need to be unified. What is getting ready to happen very shortly, and when I say very shortly, it can happen in the next few months, it can happen within the next year, it can happen in a couple of years, but it's going to happen. We are going to be, you need to be unified as a whole, as the human species, as the human race, as family. Come home, come home, come home. Stop the bickering, stop the arguing, stop it. Because now it's time for us to reconnect with our traditional ways, our culture, our oral histories and traditions, and the stories that was told to us about this day and this time that is getting ready to make its appearance. See, only the astute knows. We're ready for you. Come back. Let's unify. Stop this bickering and arguing.
All right, I almost got emotional there. Okay. Why did I play that video? Wow. It came up on my TikTok, and I was just surfing, and then it just told me to stop and listen. He couldn't say what was about to happen. He couldn't say it. Sometimes you gotta watch what you say because it can be too much. Y'all gotta remember. You have to remember. I told y'all the stories that the werewolf guy told me. I told y'all stories about the veil not being there anymore. Um, Holistic Remedies 9 spoke on that particular thing that the Web of God said. And y'all notice he mentioned the Confederacy. You got people out here um, talking about the chiefs of the land. You know, Ron Hayes, he talked about the chiefs of the land. That's what I was going towards. There's a lot of people that are beefing for nonsense. And I put myself out there. But I have my reasons for that. But see, I learned not to give gold to a fool. I learned not to give gold to a fool. Because a fool, when they get the gold, they would not know what to do with the gold. And if they did get the gold, they would what? They would either sell it, keep it, throw it away, or nonchalantly just don't care about it and just not accept it. So we know unity is the key. You cannot unify with everybody, though. It comes to a time that you have to choose a side. You have to choose a side of righteous, which is or unrighteous, or you can be balanced. Personally, the main key component is to be balanced. Unity is the key. We do need to come together to the ones that's like us, the ones that know what's about to come, what's about to happen. Let me show y'all something. And if my eyes getting watery, I apologize for that. I'm just like overwhelmed because he's talking about what I'm about to show y'all. You see, this is wild, y'all. They will not let me. This video I want to show y'all. I was showing how, and the Instagram will not let me play it. This video was talking about this, and I want y'all to see. Oh, my bad. I want y'all to see it. Look, that's what I was trying to show y'all. Now look what they say. You see that? That's a lie. All it is a video of people to getting the microchip in I think it's Switzerland. They getting microchipped in their arm and everything. I mean, not their arm, their hand. They're getting microchipped over there right now. That's what is going on. And you see, they would not let me show that. That's now. I guarantee you. Let me see something. If they show this video, there's going to be something. Wow. Now look at this. Now you tell me if this is not done blatantly. Look at this. But you can show this. This Afro Latina sister apologizing to brothers and sisters. I want to say I'm sorry. As a black Latino,
I did not understand your struggle. I did not understand that your fights impacted me. I did not understand that all of your sacrifices impacted me. I did not understand that all of your stands impacted me. Africans, Caribbeans, Black Latinos, anybody that is Black from any part of the world have benefit from you, have benefit from your sacrifices, have benefit from your struggles. And I wanted to say, I'm sorry and thank you. Yes, the Holy Spirit allowed me to come to this message this morning, to pause and say thank you. I am feeling blessed in my life. I am feeling very blessed. But who can you show gratitude? And the Holy Spirit showed me that it's you that I need to say thank you to. So when someone say Black Americans have no culture, you tell them, you tell them your culture is resilience. Your culture is innovation. Your culture is strength. Your culture is guiding Black people to embrace their melanated skin, guiding Black people to embrace their hair, guiding Black people to embrace who they are. That is your culture. Your culture is music. Your culture is art. Your culture is all of these things that have impacted each one of us. And the first time that I was called the N word, I didn't even know what to do with myself because I did not know I was Black. I thought I was Latina. But even the Latinos did not embrace me because they saw my color. When they heard my action, then I was welcome. That I reject. But I accept me because you have helped me accept me. You have helped me understand about Martin Luther King. You have helped me understand about all of these things through your movies. And I thank you. I want to say thank you. And again, I'm sorry. May God continue to bless each and every one of you wherever you are. And please look in the mirror and realize you have blessed us all. So now, focus on blessing yourself. Bless yourself. And I will be praying for you.
They can show that, which was a good message. And I wanted to show that video because those that say we don't have a culture, she just said we have resilience. We always been a fighting people. And I want to show y'all something that came from Grand Sheik Joe Bratton Bay. Shout out to him, and also shout out to William Jolly Bay. He sent me that video with the sister apologizing. Shout out to Joe Bratton Bay. I want to show what the AI said when he mentioned their more science temple. Shout out to Joe Bratton Bay for this, and I want y'all to see this. Hopefully y'all can read it clearly when I show it. This is what he asked the AI. There's 3 screens. So hopefully y'all saw that first one. Okay. Let's go to this one. Okay. Let's go to the third one. So that's what he had showed me. That's pretty much what. That's all the stuff that he showed. He sent to me, and I wanted to show it to y'all. Um, what he told me and the brother Salome, he said that next year is going to be something for our people. Pretty much, our people was going to run back to those temples and try to get nationalized because now it's time. Like the Yamasi chief said, unification. It's time to put all our beefs to the side because what's bound to happen is going to be something that we have been told years ago. That is a part of the awakening process, but most definitely is a part of us reawakening and actually getting back in tune with Gaia herself, or may I say Tiamat. You heard what the chief said. It's time to go back to our ancient ways. I've been saying that, and now a chief is coming out saying it. There's nothing more than anybody can say anymore. In order to get ready for what's about to happen, you have to get back in tune with Gaia slash Tiamat. You have to now. Let me tell y'all something. I feel like, in all actuality, and it's not dealing with me, but I have to mention myself in this. The 2 years ago that I almost transitioned, I didn't. And my godmother in Ifa told me, she said that I'm happy that the Creator spared you. He said, now you know that you have a calling. And I said, yeah, godmother, I have a higher calling. She's like, that's right. Knowing that I'm still here and I'm delivering the message to all of you, it's our time to start waking up and stop listening to these people that's not bringing solutions to the problems. I really urge you all, stop listening to these people that just talk about our problems and not bringing a solution to our problems. You got brothers coming out giving you solutions and saying like, yo, we got to go back to our spiritual practices. Yo, we got to go back into going back to our natural state. We had to come together as one human race now and say like, yo, enough is enough. I've been fighting a lot of stuff for these past years. And I'm at the point like, this is not my channel. Literally, it's not. It's yours. Without the subscribers, there would not be this channel. And I think anybody on YouTube should be giving you all that are subscribers the credibility, because without you, there would not be us. But those that are like us, that's putting the messages out there to wake our people up, they the ones that need the recognition, the ones that's really doing the work, that's just not talking. That's just not talking and worrying about likes and views. Fuck the likes and views. I just showed you how I want to show y'all the mark of the beast, and they would not let me show it. That's also dealing with the digital ID that's coming out. Robert Kennedy's son came out and said that they're working on bringing that here to the U.S. Brother William Jolly Bay's ex-girlfriend literally said to him that she's going to take the digital ID. That's going to be connected to the microchip in your ass. I and I've been telling y'all, Nasara is not going to hit. It's going to happen, but it got to go through certain things first. There's certain things that got to happen. Keep saying that to y'all over and over again. What that guy that was a werewolf told me years ago. He said there was going to be a final showdown between the ones that are one with nature and the ones that's trying to destroy it. In other words, and I got my eyes closed. In other words, the children of Tiamat versus the ones that's trying to destroy Tiamat and take over Tiamat. That is what the final war. All the ones that saying 144,000, yes, that's what it's dealing with, but it's highly different what y'all think it is. I keep telling individuals it's different than what everybody thinking it's going to be. You had Holistic Remedies 9 saying that it's going to be just like the Lord of the Rings. I told y'all that the people that's going to be wearing all white, I said the ones that I know that wear all white are your Babalaos and the women that are Babalaos, and also those that practice Santeria, Voodoo, and so on. I told y'all that they are the ones that's going to be stepping up to the plate, because why? They are dealing with the energies and the cosmic forces that's closely connected to Tiamat. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York for talking about Tiamat, because he was one of the few that talked about Tiamat, if not the only one. And now you got all these people talking about Tiamat, the daughters of Tiamat, Tiamat this, da 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 da. Guess what? It was also sons of Tiamat too that was helping out their mother, not just the daughters, because some of the daughters betrayed their own mother, like some of the sons betrayed their own mothers, their own mother. And it was a certain selective group, the chosen, that protected their mother. Those chosen ones with 144,000, that's what that really is talking about. You know, there's illustrations that people that people be thinking that Yahweh Shah, this is how I'm about to debunk all that with fucking receipts now. Damn this, man, because this is what people don't realize now, man. I get tired of the blind bleeding the blind when the Bible itself come from the oracles and symbols of Mami Wata. That's the Bible came from all of that. Because before there was the light, there was the dark, which dealt with the womb of the primordial great mother, and nobody don't want to try to admit to this, and it pisses me off to the absurd ways, man. I don't get it. Let me see. Hopefully I can find that picture, because I really want y'all to know this is what they would say. Oh, this is Yahweh Shah. Where's that? Please show up, because I'm about to show y'all something. Where's that pic, man? When you see him sitting on a throne. Here it go, right here. Look at this. Check it out. This picture that I'm about to show you, this is what the Hebrew Israelites saying this is Yahweh Shah. Him right here, they said that's Yahweh Shah. That's not Yahweh Shah. That's Obatala. Let me zoom in. You ask, they'll think that is Yahweh Shah, but look at the top. It says Obatala. You see, he have a sword in his hand. Eyes of fire. White woolly hair. Skin from a brat, like it came from from brass, burnt brass. That is Obatala, y'all. wearing all white with the crown on his head, sitting on the throne. Let me tell you something. This world in itself has a lot of confusion. Don't y'all know they said they was going to write the history books? They did it on purpose so you won't wake up. They did it on purpose so you won't wake up. They don't want you to wake up at all. They never did. How you doing, Mother Shelley? They never wanted you to wake up at all. They never wanted you to wake up at all. But yet, they don't tell you how the real 144,000 really were the sons and daughter of Tiamat herself, who also have a connection to another name because she has 10,000 titles and 10,000 names. There's a name, and I'm going to see if I spelled it right. Iesous. Pronounce that name. If I'm not mistaken, that says Isis. Don't you know that's what they call Yahweh Shah too? Let me go back to this picture because I want the brothers and sisters that are Hebrew Israelites to realize when you say this is Yahweh Shah, it's not. Right there. You see that? That man is sitting on the throne. Hair like white wool, right? Crown on his head, sword in his hand. Skin. Many of the Hebrew Israelites say that's Yahweh Shah. But if you look at the top, it says Obatala. I'm not here to cause confusion or bash anybody's spiritual practice or whatever journey they're on, but it's time for y'all to know the truth. I'm getting emotional because what I played earlier with that chief of the Yamasi, and they will not let me show the video of what happened over there in Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland or yeah, I think it's Switzerland. When they started taking the microchip and they're using it as a scanner. They're using it as a scanner, y'all. Oh my dad, my hands ashy as hell. My bad. but yeah, they're using it as a scanner. And all they're doing is doing like this with their fist or putting it against the scanner and it's scanning their arm or their wrist or wherever the microchip is at, or right here on their palm, and they just do like that. That's over in Switzerland. Jolly Bay, shout out to him. He sent me the video, but they will not let me show it on here because earlier I tried to show it. They would not let me show it. Brother, shout out to Brother Pisces the King. Mother Shelley, I think I sent you a video of a gentleman that's a real vampire and he's melanated. And he showed his fangs. He showed his fangs eventually. Brother Pisces the King, no. I sent the video, I think I did to you. So here's the crazy thing. Remember I told y'all about that final showdown and the werewolf dude said it's going to be UFOs, all of that. And he said that vampires, werewolves, all of them going to be present there during the time. Like I told y'all, there's a couple movies you can watch with that final showdown, and that's dealing with the last Twilight movie, the Lord of the Rings. I mentioned that to y'all too, if I'm not mistaken. You watch those endings, then those wars. Okay, I mean Star Wars also added all up too. Star Wars added all up too, because at the final Star Wars movie, no problem, Mother Shelley. Because on the final Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker, that's another movie that I recommend because in the movie, the last Star Wars movie, Rise of the Skywalker, that's when Luke Skywalker passed the Force down to a woman, and she adopted the last name Skywalker because she was in love with Han Solo and Princess Leia's son, and they were supposed to become lovers. So what happened? He died, the son died, Han Solo died, along with Leia and Luke. And what happened? The girl wound up adopting the name Skywalker and became the last Skywalker, which means she was the matriarch and she was the final Skywalker matriarch on the planet or in the movie. And she took the Force with her. Your Force is that serpent fire that I've been telling you about. Once again, shout out to you, Pisces the King, brother. Thank you for sending that book that you and he showed confirmation on what I was talking about with the serpent fire. The serpent fire is what you call the Kundalini, which is connected to what? The mitochondrial DNA. The mitochondrial DNA is only found in so-called black women. I don't give a damn what race of woman you married to, whoever you seeing, it goes back directly to her. And I got something for you sisters out there that's saying you need a Brad and all that other crazy nonsense and shit like that. Y'all need to wake the fuck up because Brad don't have the same DNA that your damn brothers have, that your men have. And it's not no disrespect. I don't care about whoever they, but I got to put that shit out there because if you don't realize and you don't know, you better recognize because your DNA is different than theirs. Our DNA always been different than theirs. Their DNA is a mutated gene. Do you need to see the video on that? Every time, every time, every time I try to speak the facts, another thing happened. Like when my old mentors called me, had to decline it because I need this message to go out there to you all. You keep on running to these brads, these chats and shit, but yet you don't even realize that you're giving up your energy, your holy energy to procreate and make their genes strong again because they are getting wiped out. It's because of nature. And I'm not saying all of them because some of them actually do have our DNA. They're called white for passing. If you don't believe me, look at Patrick Mahomes. No disrespect. Look at his wife and look at their children. It takes, I think, 2 generations for to wipe out the melanin. Y'all got a rude awakening coming. Matter of fact, if you don't believe me about the survival, where we at with all this shit right now, and I hate cursing but I don't have my fez on, so I can go ahead and say what the fuck I want to say. So we about to get down to this shit because you're gonna learn something. Learns something. If I can find that video, I'm gonna play that joint so y'all can see it's about not just genetic survival. It's also about the melanin. Your melanin is so important. It's also connected to the planet. It's connected to the Kundalini, and it's also connected to all your chakras in your body. You melanated people, you are the true Jedis. They don't want to tell you this. Let me see if it comes up. Let me see. I'm gonna scroll down on this dag on YouTube. Hopefully it pop up. Cause I should have sent it to my daggone email. Cause they might not show the video. I showed that video years ago when I was featured on another the other channel. And the Caucasian girl came out and admitted why she chose so-called black men over white men. And honestly, the war has always been between the melanated woman and the Chads and the Brads and more. But this was all created by people that look like us, that are the real people behind the so-called elites, where you call them the dirty Moors and all of that. Man, they will not show that video, y'all. I'm scrolling down on this because I really want y'all to see that video where the Caucasian woman really said what she said. She said, "Oh, oh, yep, here it go, here it go, here it go." Give me a second.
Welcome back to Sophia LA.
Y'all gonna remember this. Those that followed me on the old channel, from the old channel, and I want y'all to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
We're here with
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer. We were here yesterday. We didn't encounter that answer yet.
Let me play that again. Let me play that again. What she said. I want you to really hear that shit.
Welcome back to Sophia LA. We're here with
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer. We were here yesterday. We didn't encounter that answer yet.
Let me play that one more time. Make that tres, which is 3. Let's play that. Let's play that one more time. I want y'all to really hear what she said.
Welcome back to Sophia LA. We're here with
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. That's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer. We were here yesterday. We didn't encounter that answer yet.
Okay. Oh, it gets even crazier. It gets even crazier because yesterday I showed the video, and I'm about to see if I can find it. I'm about to see if I can find that video. Just bear with me, because I said they'll demonize our shit, but they'll practice it. They'll demonize our practices, but they'll practice it. I said that numerous times on our channel, but yet you got fools saying it's witchcraft. If it's so much witchcraft, why the fuck these people practicing it? Let me see if I can find it. All right, I'm taking my time. I gotta take my time with this because it's going too fast. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I found it yesterday, and there's so much stuff. Oh yeah, here you go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch it. I'm about to pause it and everything. And I want you to, and the brother that's in the video, he's Haitian. He's Haitian. I follow him on Instagram. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Remember I said people that practice voodoo and Ifa Santeria, they wear all white. Remember that. I told y'all that. Look at this. Look at this. They're practicing our stuff in plain sight. Trying to do the dances and everything. They're calling on our ancestral spirits. You see how they wearing all white? The straw hat that you saw in the background, let me pause it when I get there. You You see that? You see that hat right there? That hat. Let me type this in real quick. See, I told y'all this is one of the things I like to show receipts, man. I gotta do it. Papa. Y'all saw the name I typed in, right? Papa Legba, right? Look what kind of hat he have on. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Don't that look similar to what that guy had on there? See, this is what you need to understand. They're taking our stuff, they'll demonize it on us, but they'll practice it all the time. All the time. See? Look. And the brother William Jolly Bay, or Noble William Jolly Bay, that is his spiritual father right there. And when he sees stuff like that, he gets annoyed. You see how the way they demonize our stuff, but they practice it behind closed doors? They'll say, oh, it's demonic, so we won't practice it, but they'll go behind closed doors and practice it. But like my godmother said, by us rejecting it, the spirits need to have someone that can, you know what I'm saying, like honor them pretty much. So they're trying to replace you. Meanwhile, you're going to these churches that are 501c3s that is owned by Rome, by corporate America or the Corporation of America. And they are getting funding to be a 501c3. Don't believe me? You can look it up. But what they don't tell you, that the Catholic Church, they need us to practice, our spiritual practices in their church to keep it in power. I'm gonna do a video soon about that to show that receipt. So I went from showing the chief and talking about all this now, right? Well, where am I going at with this, you say? Hold on, y'all. I got a little cold. I think my son got me a little sick. But where am I going at with this? You put everything together. What I'm saying is that the ones that heard the call, we next up the bat. It's time to start hitting home runs and not strike out. That's what I'm saying. The ones that heard the call, you cannot fear your ancestral spirits anymore. You can't. Let me show y'all pictures, because this is how they get you with the whole it's evil thing. When I show you, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. When you see images that they have of Papa Legba, they like, oh, he's evil. Oh, he's evil. He's evil. He's scary. But that top hat, that's not Papa Legba. You know who that is? That's better than Samedi. So even they can't really identify the difference. This is what Papa Legba look like. You see the hat? But they want you to run from your stuff. While they be like, dumb Negroes, let's go practice their stuff. And they get in their little gatherings and stuff. Like I told Mother Shelley, did y'all know that a high priestess of Voodoo is actually an Ashkenazi in Louisiana right now as we speak? Don't believe me? Do I have to show y'all the receipts? I'm about to type it in. See, this is why It's a couple of them. No, it or not. It's a couple of them, y'all. Y'all look. It's a couple of them. Y'all think it's a joke? This ain't no goddamn joke. Here y'all go. Y'all ready? Boom. Right there. Right there. And I'm not making fun of her. I'm not talking bad about her, but I want y'all to understand that's our culture. That's our culture. Oh. Look. See, I'm not bringing negative. I just want y'all to know there's nothing bad. I just want y'all to understand. I want you to know that your culture is embraced by others. And I can't say that the spirits don't know because I'm not a judge on that. Some of them probably have ancestry of our blood. But I'm trying to show y'all, yo ish is the ish. And they know it. It's no blatantly attacks or none of that. I need y'all to understand this practice is connected to Tiamat. Know it or not, the origins of witchcraft came from our shit. It's so many of them that's in it. Y'all, listen, Mother Shelley, I'm going to send you some stuff. This is not no hatred. I'm not attacking none of them. I need y'all to understand, know your power, know your worth, know who you are. That's what you do. That's what you do. Y'all so quick to give up your stuff and to practice somebody else's when your stuff is the original from day one. And they know it. They know it. Why do you think they constantly keep on coming to our stuff? Are we invited to theirs? Think about it. We always inviting others to our areas. But what I found out on my journey, that the spirits pick whoever they want. But you are the original. And they know it. Let me tell you something. There's an old associate of mine. She said that she came across a Caucasian, I think, woman or guy. And I think he got initiated into Ifa. I think it was a woman. I can't remember, but it was so long ago. She said that that person whitewashed all the Orishas. And they look just like us. Or we look like them. Listen, y'all. I played the video with the Caucasian girl 3 times talking about if she want to live and have her legacy live on. If she what? Have to go where? I'm eventually have to get off here because my therapist calling me. So what I'm going to do, it hurts so much, man. Knowing this is, and see, I'm not making it a black and white, so-called black and white thing. I want y'all to know your history. I want you to know your legacy, your spiritual practices that you had beforehand. And you got these mofos out here calling it witchcraft. But you see who's practicing your shit every day. They don't look like you. and you're going to a church owned by Rome. You're going to a mosque owned by Rome. You're going to a synagogue owned by Rome. Meanwhile, they're taking your stuff, original stuff that I just showed you, and they're practicing it. And if you're practicing it, they're going to ask you, can you come into their church and go underground and start practicing in a certain room so they can get the energy and power of the galaxy, the cosmos, Tiamat, so they can stay in power. But I'm not knocking them women because they probably have our DNA in them. Truth be told, I'm not knocking them. That's why I said the spirits choose. We don't choose, they choose. Because some of them had stories that they were reincarnated and they came back incarnated as these bodies that they have now. So that's why I said I can't knock them. And it's not a knock to none of them ladies who pictures are shown. It's not a knock. Let me get that straight with you. And I want y'all to understand that they know the power of your traditions. They know how ancient and powerful those traditions are. I'm not saying they're not giving us credit. However, what I'm saying, they know the power behind it. And by them knowing the power behind it, they know how to use it because they were taught it. Some of them were guided to it. Because I did tell y'all at the end that there's going to be some of them that's going to be with us. I said that too. And I said also there's going to be some of them that's going to be called white for passing for white, so-called white. I said a lot of this stuff before. So my thing to you is we got to go back to who we are, because I assure you that our practices need the melanin now. It needs the melanin. It needs it. Just saying. Because my godmother told me, she was like, the spirit's going to choose. If we're not going to get, not going to get to our ancestral spirits, they're going to go to whoever, So they're going to them and they're like, all right, well, our people ain't trying to see what the heck's going on. Because you got all these agents out here. Oh, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft over there. Man, that's witchcraft. They be practicing on people. They practicing on their own people and everything. They be practicing, or they be like, you know what I'm saying? They be practicing on them people. You know what I mean? That witchcraft and everything. That voodoo and that witchcraft. That's that Ifa, that's witchcraft. All that is witchcraft. Meanwhile, who are you praising to? Who are you praising to? You're praising to a sky daddy that you never seen before, hoping that he saved your ass, who they say didn't have a wife, but yet he can create without having a vessel of a divine feminine being to help procreate and create humanity, though. So what type of crazy nonsense is that? And then you're saying the Most High is a he, when there's been ancient documents stating that he was actually a she and she gave birth to he. And there's a well-known documented fact that the so-called black woman was known to be oracles back in ancient time, and they were the ones that actually caused the revolutions over here in this country, and they were also empresses over here that they slaughtered, that knew about these spiritual practices, that had their own oracles and priestesses, eventually priests, when they were fighting against the settlers. And they mixed in with the settlers, mixed in with them to procreate. And so the magic and stuff can get passed down to them. You don't believe me? Look all this shit up, man. Because I got to get ready to go. I got to make a phone call. Hopefully I'll be back on later on. But this right here is saying it's time for unity. You know what I'm saying? The whole human race in general. The whole human race in general. Like Zen Womb said years ago, when I was cool with Zen Wombs back in the day, she said that the Caucasian priestesses can't do it, or priests can't do it by themselves. They need the ones that has melanin, because they can try and try, but the real power lies within the melanin. So, beloveds, when are we going to unify, put our differences to the side, and stop battling and debating each other on who's who? When are we going to put our ego to the side? When? I just told y'all what they're doing in Switzerland and Sweden. They're going to try to bring it to the U.S. They're already trying to bring the digital ID to the U.S., y'all. When are we going to wake up and smell the coffee? On that note, I want to say I love y'all and appreciate y'all. I'm not going to get emotional like I did earlier, so I didn't show no tears, but I was wiping my eyes a little bit. But because that chief said a message that really hit home. On that note, love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance, which bring forth the yin and yang, which is the divine masculine and divine feminine, to bring forth supreme balance. It is Nigga Dezo. I love all of you. And once again, those ladies who pictures are shown, I didn't do it out of negative consent or none of that stuff. I really want y'all to know that they embracing our culture. Why can't we? We gotta wake up, because the planet is calling on us. Tiamat is waiting. It's time. Those that heard the call, it's time. I know some of us in the financial bind, but the thing is, if you know somebody that knows somebody that can get you at least close to that and start studying, do it, because the time is coming and they're not playing anymore. And those Hebrew Israelites, no disrespect to y'all, but y'all need to do more homework. Y'all right, that's one of the schools, but y'all got to start getting back into the real deal. That's one of the schools. And if y'all saying that y'all part of the 144,000, then you know about the whole thing that's going to take place, but it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. So y'all need to keep your eyes on the weather patterns, because Tiamat is fully awakening and she's going to start moving like wildfire. Meaning a lot of natural disasters are going to increase. A lot of volcanic activity is going to increase. A lot of flash floods are going to increase. Those that are on the coastal lines where the East Coast is, watch how the winter is going to be this particular winter season coming up. During our winter season, you're going to start hearing earthquakes going on somewhere overseas. Watch the different snow storms we get. Those in the West Coast, keep your eyes on all kinds of weathery activity and other natural disasters. Keep your eyes on stuff. The veil is gone, like I told y'all. Everybody keeps saying it's thin, it's gone. I told y'all that the veil, when they say the veil is thin, that is a nice way, because the word nice really means foolish. That is a foolish way of saying, oh yeah, the veil is gone. They're trying to be nice about it because they don't want nobody to be scared. You got people seeing ghosts with these figures and everything now. Look, y'all, I found the video that I'm gonna play probably Thursday, where a daggone being came out of a house and teleported straight up in the sky. That wasn't AI. This is stuff I be trying to tell everybody on our channel, like, yo, this is serious stuff that's going on. They're not playing in the mainstream media. They give you distractions. Let me tell you what the distractions are. Sports, the remaining of the celebrities, Trump, and all this other stuff. They distract you with all of that. They're not telling you other things that's going on. They're not talking about the underground wars that's been happening, the water wars that's been going on. They're not telling you about that. The spiritual warfare that's going on really in the spirit realm. They're not talking about all this stuff because they don't want you to know, and they don't want none of y'all to know that some of y'all are really avatars. And I keep telling y'all, what is an avatar? It is an incarnated being that is pretty much of the creator walking amongst this earth. And it's actually what they consider a divine teacher as well. I just paraphrased it just a little bit and summarized it, meaning that being that is a avatar is an incarnated being from the divine that can also become this is also a divine teacher. All of this is documented facts. We kept on having different beings incarnate in our community to wake us up. And a lot of us didn't want to listen to them. Instead, we let them die. We let them get locked up or incarcerated. We made fun of them. I'm not saying us, I'm talking about people in our communities. People in our communities were agents, getting them locked up, getting them massacred and all that other crazy nonsense. But they were giving us a message. How many messengers we need to have come divinely to let us know what time it is. But I digress. I love all of y'all. Peace.